Have y'all made Thanksgiving dinner with a baby? It's a lot, okay? Whew. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, That Chocolate Vegan, with me, Erin Wells, and you read that title correctly. Let's make a vegan Thanksgiving feast. Let's get started. Okay guys, this video was highly requested that I do everything in one video. All these recipes are more than likely, I do believe, already on my channel, but I just combined it in one long video so you guys can get ready for the holidays. No, for anybody who is new, this is not my baby. I nanny as well as a vegan chef, influencer, YouTuber, so I'm at work technically. I do have permission to film, calm down. But yeah, let's get started. Alrighty guys, let's start off by making some hot butter cornbread, okay? So we have 1 tablespoon of butter added to your cast iron skillet. Oven is on 400. Put that bad boy on in there, alright? Let's take some cornmeal and some flour. All descriptions and everything will be down in the video description below. We're gonna mix that on together. Boom, like that. Mix it up, mix it up. Now I'm using oat milk because it was free. Y'all know I'm usually almond milk queen, but this was literally free. Somebody got the wrong grocery delivery and it was like, hey, you're vegan, you want this? I do. So 2 cups oat milk going in, 1 egg equivalent of just egg. Boom, we're gonna mix that on in together. Whip it good. Rip it real good. Now we're gonna add in some brown sugar. You can definitely up your measurements. This is a ½ cup, but you can up it if you want to. Add some baking soda, and y'all, I forgot to add salt. I'm so mad. It mattered in the long run because again, I'm making dressing with this, so it does matter, but I didn't do it. Okay, now I'm adding in some butter, and we're gonna mix again. And I took the hot skillet out of the oven. It was in there for about 5 minutes, and now you're gonna pour in your cornbread. While the cornbread is baking, you can cut up your veggies, or you can already have your veggies cut up. You know, preparation. I have 1 cup of green bell peppers, 1 cup of red, 1 cup of celery, and 1 cup of onions, and I'm going to later add in 1 cup of mushrooms. This is our dressing medley for today. First, you're going to put some butter into the pot, mix that on together, make sure everything is coated, add some veggie broth, some salt and pepper, and then we're going to let those soften for about 10 to 15 minutes. Next, after your cornbread has cooled, we're going to crumble that bad boy on up into a pan. Add some more of your non-dairy milk of choice. I'm adding more of my free oat milk. Another egg via 3 tablespoons of just egg, some paprika, some sage. Now y'all, this is rub sage. I don't prefer it. I prefer actual dried herbs or fresh sage because this is for Thanksgiving, okay? This is a main dish, so don't short her, okay, like I did. Some sea salt, some pepper. Then you're gonna add in your veggies. All right, mixing in these veggies, y'all. Look at that. Yes. Now you're gonna add an additional cup of non-dairy milk to your dressing. Boom. Now I'm gonna go ahead and re-season again. Remember, always taste. It's vegan, so you will not get sick from the raw egg. You're good to go. I'm gonna do another round of all the seasonings again. Paprika, sage, pepper, salt. Remember, your dressing will be way better than mine because you're gonna use the dried sage and not this rub stuff that I have, okay? I'm tasting it again. It's to my satisfaction. So now I'm gonna smooth it out and bake. Boom, dressing is out. Now let's make the mac and cheese. All right, now let's make some mac and cheese. I know I just had a video about this, y'all, but you gotta put in the video because it's Thanksgiving. Same thing. Let's take some no chicken bouillon, some salt, and some oil. Now this time I am adding in 5 cups of noodles. For anybody who did make my last recipe video, I think it just makes a lot more sense. So we're gonna boil 5 cups of noodles for about 5 to 7 minutes, and we're gonna drain that bad boy. Now taking an actual half a pan, we're gonna do a stick of butter. Look at me, y'all, trying to go too fast, okay? Took a stick of butter, aka a half a cup of butter, We're gonna mix that all together and let that melt. Now let's make our roux. Take another half a cup of butter, aka a stick. We're gonna add in 5 tablespoons. Mix, mix, mix. Come on, roux. Period. Now let's make it creamy, baby. You're gonna add in 4 ounces of vegan cream cheese, 2 cups of vegan half and half. Yes, y'all, I actually got half and half this time. Bam. So 2 cups of half and half, 1 cup of oat milk. Almond milk is fine, just non-dairy milk. Okay. Mix, mix, mix. You're gonna add in this full container of vegan sour cream, 8 ounces to be exact. Mix, mix, mix again. Garlic and onion powder. We don't measure this, we let the ancestors speak to us. All right. Some smoked paprika. Salt and pepper. Boom, boom, boom. Pow, pow, pow. Come on, hit them. Mix that on in there. Y'all see the creamy starting to form? Y'all see it. Y'all saw the last video. If you didn't, check it out. Now let's add in our cheeses. I'm gonna go in with a whole bag of Daya. You pick your favorite. We're also gonna go in with some Follow Your Heart American and some Follow Your Heart smoked Gouda. This is different from the last video, and baby, it's my thing, okay? I covered the pan trying to help this cheese melt. She was still struggling, so I had to mix it up a little bit and cover it again. That's all right. She's vegan, you know, she's new around here. Cover it back up this time. Okay, bam, we cooking with Crisco now. I did not want this to burn, so I went ahead and cut this off because, I mean, at this point, that's all the heat it needs to start melting. So I'm mixing, trying to get all the cheese incorporated here, and we're good to go. Now, do this in reverse, y'all. Put the noodles in the cheese. I don't know why'd I do this? This was way harder than doing the reverse. Put your noodles in the cheese and then pour it back in the pan. Okay, it just make life a little easier for yourself. So all I'm doing is smoothing this out, and we're gonna top with 1 more cheese. So again, if you watched the last video, I believe I used 5 bags of cheese. This time we had 4, 3 cheeses inside and 1 on top. This is obviously optional, but I like to put a little Italian seasoning on top of my mac and cheese, but that's on you. Now we're gonna take the spray stuff. I never noticed it's called cooking spray, girl. We're gonna spray some aluminum pan on top, and you're gonna seal it. I know a lot of you guys say you have a problem with cheese melting on top. Seal it really tight, all right? Now I did notice though that the Daya did not melt as well as Follow Your Heart, but that's all right. That's all right, it was still delicious. I did not bake this the same night. I waited till the next morning when I was gonna make the final plate. So boom, getting the mac and cheese out of the oven so you guys can see how the cheese didn't quite melt the same as the last video, but I mean, it did not make any difference in terms of taste. It was A1, okay? So good. I love the addition of the smoked Gouda. Now we're moving on to make our sauteed spinach. I have about 1.5 cups of onions and about 3 tablespoons of garlic. Now this is the brick spinach, y'all. Like, I would prefer fresh leaf spinach, but again, it's for Thanksgiving, so if you're making this for a lot of people, I'm just trying to save a little coin and use this frozen spinach. But y'all know it is, I call it brick spinach for a reason. It takes a minute to thaw out, all right? So all I'm doing is adding some oil to the pan, salt, pepper, garlic, onion powder going in. And it's just simple. I like my spinach very simple. Like, give me veggies, season it, serve it to me, okay? As y'all can see, this could have used 2 bricks, but that's all right. We're just showing an example, okay? Now let's move on to the cornbread. I know y'all are thinking, girl, you just made it from scratch. Why are you using Jiffy? Again, we're feeding a lot of people, so I'm cutting corners here on purpose, but not cutting flavor, okay? So 2 packets of Jiffy going in. And here's my secret to getting the perfect sweetened cornbread. Y'all been using creamer in my Jiffy. It's so good. So since we're using 2 packages, I'm following the directions precisely, just double the recipe. So 2 1/3 cups of creamer and 3 tablespoons of just eggs, 6 tablespoons of just egg. We're doubling the ingredients, mixing that on up, putting that in the pan and bake. All right, guys, let's make some dressing. Let's get some mushrooms and some garlic. Do not do this the hard way of putting this in a small food processor like I am. I have a large one, but I didn't pack it. So use your big food processor, all right? And you're gonna process up your garlic and onion as small as possible, because I mean, a lot of people don't like mushroom, and it's really just for a texture difference for me. It doesn't add to the flavor for me, but I like my dressing with mushrooms just for texture. And now we're going to put some butter into the pan. Look, this Thanksgiving is gonna be a lot of butter, okay? Drop that whole stick up in that pot. Bam. We're cooking for the people. Okay? So stick of butter in the pot. Now you're going to add in your mixture, and you know we're going to make a roux. Okay? Make sure that's all melted into your mushrooms and garlic. We're going to add now better than bouillon. I'm going to use a tablespoon's worth. There wasn't a lot left in this jar, so that's why y'all see me scraping out a little bit. Okay? Now we're going to add in some onions. Stir, stir, stir. Y'all already know this smell amazing already because better than bouillon is concentrated. All right, now we're going to make our roux. I'm adding 5 tablespoons of flour to our mixture, and boom, as soon as it gets thick, it is time to add your water. I'm going to add in a cup of water and kind of judge what it's looking like from there. Adding in some salt, garlic, and onion powder. Stir, stir, stir. It still was a little too thick for me, so I'm going to add in some more water. Another cup. Stir, stir, stir. That's good for me. Now I'm going to add a little bit more flavor. Now, y'all, honestly, I should have tasted before I added the soy sauce. It got a little too salty for me, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't ruined. But I did add a couple shakes of soy sauce, and I should have tasted it first, then added in a little soy sauce. Now let's make some smothered cauliflower. I got some canola oil in my pot, ready to go. I'm taking some cauliflower florets, some poultry seasoning. Again, just let the ancestors guide your hand. Come on now. Gonna take some garlic and onion powder. Boom, boom, boom. And don't worry, guys, I'm gonna switch this bowl out. I'm just struggling for now. All right. So then we're gonna take some salt and some pepper. You're gonna season this up real good. All right. Now taking some more of that oat milk. You can use almond. Put that in there. Gonna add some flour. Now let's swap this thing on out because I was struggling with that small little bowl. Okay. Adding some more flour for our dry mix, and I'm just going to put some garlic and herb season in there for our dry, wet, wet, wet. I'm also, you guys can't really tell, I'm a little too far away. I'm breaking up the cauliflower with my hand. They're too big. You want to make them into bite-sized pieces so people can just pick it up with a fork and bite it, okay? So now we're going to take our wet to our dry, boop, doop, doop, and drop it right on in the grease. You want these as dry as possible. Again, I'm being lazy and using the same hand, but you want these to be dry, otherwise that grease is going to pop on you. Okay, I'm telling you right now. I fried these for about 5 to 10 minutes. You want it as hard as possible because you're going to smother them in the gravy. For my vegan turkey, I am not making this from scratch. I'm just using Trader Joe's vegan turkeyless roast. I like them. I tried them before. I'm a fan. Now, I forgot that it said to defrost these for 12 hours out of the freezer. So what I did is I put it in the sun for about an hour and it worked just fine. Now, you will also notice that the instructions say to put it in oil or broth. I didn't. I just wrapped it in aluminum foil and prayed. Alrighty, let's move on to our Cajun fried corn. Taking 4 corn. What are these, stalks, ears? Taking 4 pieces of fresh corn, cutting those bad boys in half. Now here's what I do not want you to do, y'all. I'm literally taking out the fried cauliflower and I'm gonna put the corn in. I don't recommend doing this because I tasted it. I thought like, oh, no big deal, it's gonna be fried. No, I tasted the chicken still in the corn, so don't do that part. But do fry them for about 4 minutes on each side until they become tender, and then take them out and drain them. Now let's make our butter Cajun sauce. We're gonna take 1 stick of butter, aka half a cup of butter. We're gonna put in 1 teaspoon of Tony's, 1 teaspoon of garlic, 1 teaspoon. Kingston, I got it. 1 teaspoon of garlic, 1 teaspoon of paprika, and 1 teaspoon of pepper. Mix that up, and boom. Okay, guys, so we are finally done with our prep. So let me get out the turkeyless roast, and we're gonna go ahead and slice that bad boy up. This is what it looks like, and despite me not putting any oil on it, y'all, it's actually pretty moisturized. Moisturized? What? Tender? What's the right word I'm looking for? I don't know. Spinach in here. Okay. Y'all, we got a spread. You hear me? All right, let me get the mac and cheese and dressing out. Oh, I'm so excited. We are done cooking. All right, here is our spread, guys. Like I said before, I would love to put it in a broiler, but their broiler is down there, and we're not gonna put our mac and cheese down there. It just seems weird. I'm not doing it, okay? So you put this under the broiler. Here is our dressing. Of course, I tasted it already. Here is our sweet cornbread, our Cajun corn. I'm using Trader Joe's cranberry sauce. our sauteed spinach, Trader Joe's turkeyless roast. Here is our cauliflower we're going to smother, but here it is fried. Our homemade gravy and our brown rice. Spread. It's the spread for me. Let me put y'all in focus though. Look at that. And then here you guys are on my live. Look at that. Yes. Now that everything is out, I saw this on Instagram where a non-vegan girl, she cut out the cornbread and put everything in the middle. We're gonna see how much we can fit. That might not be possible because it's so much food, but we're going to see and we're gonna try, all right? All right, what we're gonna put down first? Let's put the dressing down first. And beside that, let's put the rice. I'm gonna go ahead and smother this chicken. Okay. Oh yes. Oh yes. Spinach next. Then let's do the roast. Let's do 2 pieces of roast because it's pretty big. It's pretty big. Let's do two pieces of roast right there by the spinach. Okay, and finally we gotta do mac and cheese. Let me rinse this spoon off. Look at that. Okay. Oh my gosh, did we fit it? Is that everything? Oh, the corn. That ain't no big deal. That can go in the corner. Yeah. Got some Cajun corn. All these are on my channel, but y'all gonna get all this in one video. Should I put 2 on here? Does that look aesthetically pleasing with just 1? Well, this will feed 2 people, so might as well put 2. Oh my gosh. Oh, cranberry sauce. Need a little pop of color. Hold on. All right, last but not least, we have Trader Joe's cranberry sauce. Okay, where could that go? That has to go by the dressing, duh. A big old dollop. A dollop of not Daisy as well, okay? Look y'all, Thanksgiving in a platter. We did it. We did it, Joe. Let me show y'all. As always, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time. Peace. Oh, and let me know if you make this in anything. Let me know.